Ferrari has outdone their Monaco blunder, and while this was not a human error, this may be more concerning for Ferrari-powered teams and its fans. Without much intro, let us get into the steep downfall that Ferrari has been on and with its lowest this past weekend at Baku. But before all that, consider subscribing to the channel if Ferrari disappointed you as well this past weekend. Ferrari was set for a good race day, all thanks to their driver Charles Leclerc, proving yet again that he has mastered the art of putting in a perfect lap when it matters, with another pole position finish ahead of Sunday's race. This pole finish would be his 15th, moving him up to the list to 3rd in the list of most poles for Ferrari. And as for his teammate Carlos Sainz, he would finish qualifying in P4, behind championship leader Max Verstappen, which is not too bad of a starting point if you ask me. And as the race started, Charles would lose the race lead to Red Bull's Sergio Perez once the lights went out, and Sainz would maintain his position at P4. But Ferrari's nightmare would start at lap 9 of the race, with Sainz experiencing a hydraulic issue forcing him to retire the car. But all hope was not lost for Ferrari at this point, as Charles would regain the race lead after pitting under the virtual safety car caused by Sainz's retirement. But everything would fall apart for the team at lap 20, where Leclerc would have to retire his car as well due to another power unit malfunction. Charles would head straight to the media pen afterwards, where the Monegasque visibly looked distraught and defeated while answering questions. I am more than frustrated, obviously. The first stint in the beginning, we weren't particularly strong, but towards the end of the stint on the medium, I was catching back Checo, and then obviously there was VSC, and we decided to take that opportunity to pit, and I think it was the right choice. We were in the lead of the race. I was managing the tyres well, we just had to manage the tyres and the race till the end, which I think was... We were definitely in the best position possible to do that. Another DNF. It hurts. We really need to look into that for it to not happen again. We've been fast. And we didn't have particularly big problems in the first part of the season. Now it seems that we have a bit more compared to the beginning of the season, when we didn't change anything. If anything, we made the thing better. So it's difficult to understand for now, but we will have to analyze, obviously. I don't have the full picture of what happened today. Following this retirement at Baku, Leclerc would fall in the drivers' standings from 2nd to 3rd behind both of the Red Bull drivers. Leclerc would be asked if this result would be significant in his hunt for the title, to which he would reply with, "It's more than a significance. I don't really have the words, to be honest. I came straight from the car to here. It is just a huge disappointment, and I just hope we can jump back from it and to be on the top of those things." His teammate Carlos Sainz would also share the same sentiments, while adding that the Ferrari's recent issues were costing him the opportunity to learn more about the F175, which he has struggled to take control of many times this season. The hydraulics went and that was it. Even more frustrated to see Charles not finishing the race and having another issue. For sure it's a tough day for Ferrari. A tough day for all of us, but we are a team. We will go through different moments in the year, and this one is probably one of the most difficult and frustrating. But we will try and make sure we recover. Apart from reliability, it hasn't been that bad. But it's getting momentum, and trying to have consecutive races clean this year, it's been impossible, especially the DNF comes in lap 9, and I'm still looking to get laps and get knowledge from the car. It is very difficult, and so far, the 2022 season has decided to go this way for me, and it's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. But we will have to recover this, and we will need to stay patient and positive. This double retirement would cost the team the opportunity to stay close with Red Bull in the constructors' standings, who have now extended their lead over Ferrari to 80 points. But even with the seemingly insurmountable lead to fight through, Binotto would try to remain pragmatic of their results in an interview with Sky Sports F1, saying, "Certainly it's a concern. I think we said it even before coming here to Baku. Reliability is always a factor which is a key factor in the battle, as well as performance. I think as a team, we pushed certainly a lot through the winter last year to develop the car, but we proved that we are not yet fully reliable. There is still some work to be done, but as I think we didn't get euphoric at the start of the season, we will not be devastated right now. I think the team will stay focused, working hard trying to address those issues to make us simply stronger for the future. I think at first, we need to understand and analyze what happened today. So not all these issues are the same. So maybe some of them are a very quick fix. I don't know yet. Honestly, I think we need to take some time to analyze, to understand, and maybe some are the same as of the past events, maybe not. So I've not got the answer yet. But not only does Mattia have to worry about his own cars failing, he and Ferrari's engineers must also solve the puzzle of the other cars on the grid that were also powered by Ferrari, who also had to retire their cars during the race. Mattia would be asked about this as well, to which he would reply with, "I think you can at the two cars. They had different problems. With Carlos now, we'll look at the hydraulic system, and hopefully we'll identify it. On Charles, a different one, certainly engine related. I think it's quite obvious by the smoke. Is that something we had in the past? I don't think so, but maybe yes. And we do look as well at what happened to our customer teams. But I don't think only with the telemetry data we can have a clear answer to the problem. The components will be shipped back to Maranello and, as usual, disassemble and try to understand and to fix them as soon as possible." Is it something which is down to quality, reliability, whatever else, usage? I don't know yet, but I think it's no doubt that when you've got so many reliability problems, there is a concern. I know that in terms of performance effort, the redesign of the full power unit, we made a fantastic job. But that means as well that overall, in terms of product, there is still very little experience, and certainly I think in terms of reliability, still there is progress which is required. Both Red Bull's Max Verstappen and Christian Horner would be asked on their thoughts on Ferrari's situation, to which Max would reply with, "I would always say shit happens. That's racing, you know?" Definitely short and sweet reply from Max, am I right? While Christian Horner would go the long route with his reply, saying, "I think Ferrari have a very fast car, certainly on Saturday, but on a Sunday, I think we've been equal to them at pretty much every race that we've been to this year," he said. I think that was the case again today, from what we could see in the early laps, certainly with Max versus Charles. We capitalised on their misfortune today. It's a shame in many respects that the race didn't pan out, because I do think we had a good race car today, and I think we would have beaten Charles strategically in the route we picked as well. The important thing was that on their misfortune, we capitalised on that and we banked the points. Because obviously the championship looks healthy at the moment, but we've seen how quickly that can change. Of course, there's a long, long way for this championship to play out. We've seen big swings in points over the last 4 or 5 races, and it just shows how quickly things can turn around. What many expected as a tense back and forth battle between Leclerc and Verstappen, Red Bull and Ferrari have now become a one-sided domination as of late. While there is a lot of time left for Ferrari to dig themselves out of the hole they made for themselves, Red Bull has never looked stronger than ever. But what do you think? Is Ferrari done for the season? Or will the Maranello team still find a way? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't.